Brand new!
I know you're gonna dig this.
Run the track!
You are now listening to Tech Talks with Johnson Sajulis. Keep it locked, KUOZ 100.5. Good afternoon. I am your host, Johnson Sajulis, with your Tech Talk this morning, April 3rd, 2017. Today, we have a couple things to talk about. There has been a lot of things going on for the past week in technology. And as we know, technology moves faster than we can comprehend sometimes. It's really overwhelming with the blogs and the social media. You have things coming in all different angles and all different types of form of media that you hear about these new technologies. And it's, as a consumer, it can be overwhelming sometimes what to buy and what to get, when to get it, and what is the best time to make that decision. First, we'll start today with a report from ZNet that a young man, a 32-year-old Wiley Day, was apparently burnt by his iPhone while he was sleeping. This was reported by ZNet, and this report comes from Way TV. The young man quoted, I just thought that's how you die. These were the words of the 32-year-old Wiley Day to Way TV. After he had a bad experience with his iPhone, he said he fell asleep with it charging via extension cord next to him on the bed, and when he woke up on Thursday morning, he discovered that his dog tag necklace had become entangled in space and had emerged between the extension cord and the charger. Now, there was some pictures that came along with the article, and they were pretty graphic. I think there has been a rise in phones, basically technology kind of, going bad over the past year. I mean, when a lot of people was using Nokias and things like that, maybe it's the fact that media wasn't so accessible that we weren't able to get these reports as fast. We weren't seeing these reports as much. Maybe it's because, everyone kind of, in this age, everyone kind of has a voice with stuff like Twitter, Facebook, all these types of social media, and a lot of ways of getting news. You're not getting the news the way you used to get it before. Back in the day, magazines and newspapers was the front runner, and those have changed. TV was introduced, and portable radios, and now you most of the news that people are getting are from social media and stuff like that. And talking about that, Facebook has also confirmed that they will be spending a lot of money to fight fake news. And in this age, it's really been a problem with the fake news, and a lot of people are buying the fake news, so that's making it more popular, and it's making it more of a dangerous thing. And one of the most dangerous thing, I think, to society is someone that is not well informed, especially when you talk about, we have to come together for elections and all that stuff. We have to come together and be informed to make the right decision, to pick the right leaders and stuff like that. So going back to that, yes, the phones have been kind of messing up here and there for the past, and like I said, maybe it's just media is so accessible, so we're seeing a lot of it. Maybe it was happening just at the same rate as it was happening before, but this seemed to be an issue. And as a consumer, you don't want to be thinking about that. You don't want to be thinking about, what could happen to me, or, is this safe? Is this safe for me, and stuff like that. So moving on, we are getting reports this is again from CNET, that Tesla is breaking records in the car company. This issue of electric cars and self-driving cars is one that's really been raging, and is moving really fast, maybe faster than a lot of technologists expected. The the electric car thing is it at the end of the day it is better for everyone. It is better for the it's cheaper to make some electric cars. It's better for the environment at the end of the day, and that has been a big problem with with fuel kind of damaging the environment and stuff like that. So I think the electric car thing is going to get pushed really fast, and Tesla is really taking the front lines when it comes to this. And the report says that Tesla built 25,418 vehicles in the first quarter of 2017, which is a record for U.S. automakers. In the same quarter, it delivered just over 25,000 cars, also a record figure. So this, so this is really showing that Tesla is really gonna change the automotive industry, and it's only a matter of time until more and more people are jumping on, and our cars that are using gas or not as much. And I think that'll be better for the environment, and I think that'll be better for everyone else. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about this day in history, as that's one of my favorite sections of this show. This day in history and tech. We'll be right back with Tech Talks.
KUOC 100.5 is a non-profit community radio station. We depend on support from individuals, companies, and foundations. The program you are enjoying now is made possible by Whitson Morgan Motor Company. Whitson Morgan Motor Company, Highway 103 South and I-40 Exit 58, Clarksville.
Brand new!
I know you're gonna dig this.
You are now listening to Tech Talks with Johnson Sejulis. Keep it locked, KUOZ 100.5.
Welcome back. I am your host, Johnson Sejulis, with your Tech Talks, and we are back here talking about this day in history in tech. So today, this day in history, we had the first phone call made in the streets of New York City by Martin Cooper. This essentially, I know maybe a lot of people didn't know this actually happened today, and it can drown out in the back since everyone has cell phones and you're using them on a day-to-day basis. This was a breakthrough that's really fundamental to how we are and the way we use technology today. So this really took a step. This really was a first step to a billion-dollar industry, if not more, which we consume today on a daily basis. And we're always buying phones. We're always looking for the next hot thing, the newest technology, the phone that's really popping and giving us the new thing. So I think that's something important to really talk about when you talk about the history of tech and stuff as such. And going back to Tesla, before we took the break, I did talk about Tesla a little bit and how they're breaking records in the cars that they have delivered, and the cars that the vehicles they made in the first quarter of 2017. Really, the guy behind Tesla, which you all probably know, is Elon Musk, and he's been doing a lot of things. He's been everywhere. I can't imagine a day that I've really jumped on the internet and I haven't come across an article about this guy. He's really changing the face of everything. In California, he built a plan to really help him out with power. Basically, they were not utilizing the power in the plants in the right way. So the power, they were conserving that energy and using it back, basically recycling it back to use it and not let it go to waste. And I think there's a couple other places out there. He's not really just in the U.S. He's going overseas to change things. He's going overseas to help out in other places, and he guarantees that Tesla will get it done, or it's for free. And I really like this. This guy is showing that he is serious about this. He is serious about changing the way we do things and helping the environment at the end of the day, which we all live in the same world. If the environment is not properly taken care of, it affects all of us. And I think this is one way that this guy is really making an impact in everybody's lives. And, if you haven't really read up on it, I suggest to take the time and really look and research this. This guy is really making a difference. We will conclude today with this with the last thing about the Galaxy S8 was released last week. It was revealed last week and will be released later this month. You can do your pre-orders and stuff right now, but people really seems to take up on the idea and really seems to like it. But there also have been bad reports of failed. The Galaxy has a feature of recognizing your face and unlocking it, and there is a video blogger by Marcioni Tech who has done a video of him unlocking his cell phone with a picture of himself, which is really, if at the end of the day you can do that to somebody's cell phone, then that feature really seems to be failing. And I think Samsung will probably go and have an update for that and probably change that. But we'll keep you updated to Tech Talks. Tune in next week at the same time. I am Johnson Sejulis. Thank you for tuning in today.
Brand new!
I know you're gonna dig this.
You are now listening to Tech Talks with Johnson Sejulis. Keep it locked. KUOZ 100.5.
Oh, I thought I had. I
We
forgot
didn't play
about
your
my
song?
music.
Oh well. Okay. You said good afternoon at the beginning, and then you said good morning right after that.